Okay, here we are. Not killing goblins right now. We're still not done with goblins, but we actually have finally accumulated 60 tubes. It's been a long journey. Also, I picked up a schematic blue firework from a limited vendor here in Stormwind. There he is. Darian Singh. He's like right here in the Mage Quarter. I went ahead and picked it up. Yeah, anyway, we have gathered enough stuff. We've gathered, let's see, where is it? 200 coarse blasting powder from the from this limited time vendor and 60 bronze tubes here. It's been a lot of work. I'm going to have to send this guy money, but that's fine. So first things first, we're going to make 100 small Sephorium charges here. So this should get us all the way to 160. I like that our first one gave us a level up, but on average it was going to be, hey, there's 150, achievement popped. On average it was going to be like 36 or so to get there, but I went ahead and decided we're going to make 100 because these can actually unlock the ornate bronze lockboxes. I'm pretty sure, at least. Oh, they only stack in 10s, huh? Okay, that's going to be a lot of inventory space, but so we're actually going to use these to open most of our lockboxes. Not all of them, because I still have to buy the coarse blasting powder from the limited vendor. Everything else I can get easily. But so I'm going to craft 100. I had 3, so that's going to give us 103, and that's what we're going to do a big lockbox opening when we get when we finish the gold grind. I'm going to do 103 lockboxes. That's going to be the finale of stockades. We're gonna see what we get from over 100 of the lockboxes. It was 33 is how many small Sephorium charges it took, if anyone was going to be interested. So it was a little under the average, or the drop rate, craft rate, whatever you want to call it. So it's good to know. Now we only have 10 levels to go in the lovingly crafted boomstick. They're all green. We have 30 crafts. I have the copper. I got to make the bolts for it, and then I got to also buy heavy stocks. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna make 50 of these. I'm gonna finish crafting the charges, not on camera. You don't need to see me craft charges. As for money, I don't. I'm not gonna have enough to buy 30 heavy stocks. I'm gonna be able to buy 20, I think. Yeah. I'll be able to buy 20 and that's it. But we'll see where we can get. We'll see where we can get. I need to make... We're making 10 of these at a time, so I need 20 copper bolts here. And we're going to see what we can get. So this is on drop rate of bronze tubes. It's 30. So we'll be crafting 30 boomsticks. Costs us 90 Massagat, 60 bronze tubes, 60 copper bolts, and 30 heavy stocks. Heavy stocks going for 19 silver a piece on this character. So it would probably be cheaper for me to actually buy the stocks on my other character and send them over instead of buying them on this character. But the money is to a point that I'm grinding 100,000 gold from stockades. First one, first level. That's beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful. 2 levels in the first 3 is amazing. 3 levels in the first 4. Compare this to our leatherworking grind already. Like, already we have made more progress than we did in leatherworking. We had 15 crafts there and we got 2 skill ups. We have 4 in the first, 8? Yeah. So there's our first 10 and we got 5 levels. 50% of those gave us skill ups. That is absolutely amazing. Engineering has been very kind to me. That means we need to buy 5 more heavy stocks.
Alright.
And we need to craft 10 more bolts because we still need 5 levels. So we still got a good chunk to craft here. Don't get me wrong. And there's plenty of time that these things could stop giving us skill ups for whatever reason they want to. But so far it's been very nice to us. I can't complain. It's just been nice. I can't. If we get, I will say this: if we get all 10 levels, if we get to 170, if we finish engineering with the 60 bronze tubes, I will go ahead and open the 3 lock boxes right now, the 3 extra small Sephorium charges I have. Alright, no skill ups there, but that's fine. That's fine, we're still ahead. We've crafted half and got half. So, actually we're like perfectly even, funny enough. 5 more heavy stocks, we can afford 2 more, 2 more heavy stocks, so you know. We're gonna have to, you know, move some money around, of course, but that's fine. I do have nearly 65,000 gold. But yeah, these are actually the only thing I could craft for skill ups right now are the boomsticks, just in case anyone was thinking there were other possibilities. None of this stuff is craftable. Technically craftable, but I'm not allowed to. I'm not using medium leather except for anything other than blacksmithing, and then we can't get gizmos. If we could get gizmos, then I'd be making moonsight rifles, and that would be horrendous because they cost 3 tubes, and this goes to like 185 or something. So we would be here for even longer with moonsight rifle. But so we got real lucky at the beginning. Now our luck has come back around, and we've crafted 20 and got 5 skill ups. So we have 10 crafts left. I'm going to buy these last 2 stocks before I go move some money around.
Hi, how are you?
Buy 2 stocks.
Very good.
See if we can't get another skill up here before I log over. Be nice. It would be nice to get a skill up here. Put us back on track to actually finishing. Alright, no skill up. We have, what's that, 8 crafts left. That's, you know, had I escape out of a lot of stuff there. 8 crafts isn't too bad. We're going to go ahead and send over like, I don't know, 50 gold. That'll work. I should set them for a while. Send 50 gold. We're going to finish these last 8 crafts, or however many we need to. Right now we still only potentially need 5, but we've seen both sides of the spectrum there, right? Where my first 10 crafts I got 5 skill ups, which is quite lucky, especially like considering in leatherworking we did 15 crafts and only got 2 skill ups. So, but then we did another 10 crafts. Actually, we did another 12 crafts and got 0 skill ups. So that's your dichotomy of leveling in green, right? 10, 5 skill ups, 12, 0 skill ups, and you just kind of have to live with it. But all right. Won't be too bad here though. We gotta actually go to the mailbox. Get off there.
I'm out of range.
One unfortunate thing is the fact that
Would you like to purchase
can I
something?
buy any tubes? No. Is the fact that
Very well then.
this is a money loss, like just a big old money loss. There's nothing I can like these things are barely worth anything, and I have to spend like 16 silver just in the tubes, let alone the money I lose for the gems. Oh, and I'm also spending 20 silver, so it's like 40 silver in just buying stuff to yeah, 5 at a time, that's right, to craft these things. So it's a big money loss, but yet again, we're talking silvers here. Nice! 166. It's pretty nice. We need 4 more crafts, which is okay. 167. Okay, so we can actually get it done. We have exactly 3 crafts. Funny enough, we have exactly 3 crafts, and we need exactly 3 skills. So theoretically, we could be finished here.
Good day to you.
It would require some pretty big luck. On average, it's going to take 9 crafts, but we could finish right here. We could be done with engineering. We won't have to camp this vendor anymore. We could be done. Now, yet again, we know my luck. We know, okay, already we know we're not done. Will we get another skill up? Put us at 168? Yeah, 168. That's not that bad. That is 8 of the skill ups out of the 10 that we needed. So that is pretty good. That means we only need 2 more skill ups, which means On average, it's going to be 3 per, so that's 6 crafts. It means we need 12 tubes. So we only need 11 more tubes before we can try again. Compared to that, to how long it, comparing that to how long it took me to save up 60, that's not that bad. It's really not.
What can I do for you?
I'm not learning blacksmithing. I hate that the vendor is over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of our lovingly crafted boomsticks. We don't need any of these. It doesn't look like it's... I don't think this is the one... I think this was used in... No, I don't think this was the one used in the Horde side of the quest in Ashenville. But, with that, that does give us enough level to learn the blue firework. This requires heavy blasting powder, so we couldn't craft this. So you don't have to worry about that. We definitely couldn't have crafted that. And then also, yeah, the fish attractor, explosive sheep, just a bunch of random stuff. Will we get anything else at 170? Yeah, we'll learn how to make this. Can't make that, but we will pick that up. None of these things can be made. Needs iron, needs gold, needs heavy blasting powder, needs medium leather plus the flying tiger goggles. Now technically both are possible, but yet again, we don't use the medium leather. So, because, see, this is the thing, right? It would been, it looked easier to make the shadow goggles rather than the boomsticks. But then, if you allow medium leather, then we have to make green tinted goggles, which requires 4 leather per, plus another 4 leather, so it's 8 medium leather per, 2 shadow gems per, and 2 moss agate per. So that would become a rough grind. Now, technically, we wouldn't have to craft these once I ran out of moss agate, because moss agate is not farmable. It's a world drop. Now, technically, world drop from stockades is really pushing it as saying it's not farmable, but technically isn't. But anyway, we're pretty close. 2 more skill ups, and we will be fully done with engineering in Elwynn. That will be nice. That will only leave us with cooking and blacksmithing if we get this finished. That will be extremely nice, and I would love to get that done.
Very good.
We have less than a month at this point of stuff to do. Our dailies, our cooking skill, and our cooking awards puts us within less than a month of work to do before we are finished. And as soon as we're finished, it's funny, I crafted exactly, yeah, that's right, I said I would. Blacksmithing, I've been farming Tiger's Eye. I'm up to 70. 90 is average. So we'll be starting the blacksmithing grind here soon. It might even be, I might even combine these into the same video. I might do engineering and blacksmithing as one video, as long as because I plan on doing some work on blacksmithing here soon, especially since engineering is so close to being finished. I would like to put both of them in the same video. So you might see both of those in this one. And then once both of those are done, all we have is the daily gold grind and the daily cooking. And that's it. We'll actually be done. We have a couple things to clean up. I'll also be throwing that in at some point. I don't know exactly how I'm going to break it all up, but we are getting close. It's unbelievable. Anyway, you all have a good one. Alrighty, here we are back again. And I've managed to get the 12 bronze tubes. So with that, I forgot to buy the stocks. With this, we can actually make these boomsticks again. We need 2 skills. We have 6 crafts. We shall see what we can get done here. I just bought the 12th tube. You can see it right up here in the chat. Just bought it real quick, and then I wanted to immediately get recording to see if we could get this made, because the sooner I know I have this completely done, then I can stop logging over to look for tubes and just focus solely on other things. So it would be nice to not have to worry about bronze tubes anymore. But we will do what we can to try and get even just a skill point. At this point is a big deal. Since we only have to get 2, you know, I mean that's 50% of the work right there with just 1 skill point. So there we are, last 2. We haven't got a skill point, 4 crafts. See if we can get one in these last 2. That'd be pretty nice. I'd be happy with one. 1 skill point, you know. I'd be happy with it. But it's not in the cards. That means we gotta wait and buy another 12 bronze tubes. But while we are here, I did pick up this mechanical squirrel box recipe. I just got it from a kobold. So I'll go ahead and make this. There we are. And we will, I mean, I guess I can go ahead and learn it. There's no point in sending it over to the other character. It's all account bound. So there you are. There's a mechanical squirrel, another pet to add to the list. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Another one more. Alright. Have a good one. Alrighty. We are back. We are able to craft, we got 13 tubes, so we're able to craft some more boomsticks here. See if we can't get some of these skill points we still need. We need 2 more skill points. We got 6 crafts. We just need a couple of these to work, and we will be done with engineering in Elwynn. I won't have to camp this vendor anymore for bronze tubes. What a momentous occasion that would be. First 2 crafts, nothing, but that's fine. That's fine. Buy some more heavy stocks. Let's get back over there. This extra tube's fine. We'll be able to use that later. So even if I do get the skill points, it's not a waste. There's plenty of other things you can craft with bronze tubes. 4 crafts in. No skill points. 2 more crafts to go. Let's see if we can't get at least 1 skill point. Come on. This is 6 more crafts we've done. This will be 12 crafts at 168 with no skill point plus. I don't think we ended on exactly 168, so I think technically we missed some at the beginning too, but come on. 1 skill point. 1 skill point. I can fill 1 skill point in us here, at least. There's 1 skill point, 169, not followed by another, but that's 1 skill point. We only need 1 more to go. I only got to camp for 6 bronze tubes at a time now. That halves the length of time. It's huge. We need 1 more skill point. Oh, we're getting there. Slow going, but we're getting there. No bronze tubes. Alright. I will be back with more tubes. Surprise. Out of nowhere. We're making a boomstick. I have 2 tubes. 1 skill. Just like this. Damn. Alrighty, here we are. I've collected enough tubes. We can make 3 more boomsticks. We can go for that last skill point. Let's see. Here's our first craft. Alrighty. Do this. Oh yeah, I also went ahead and got the Dragonflight upgrade. So this gives us the Trading Post Dragonflight achievement. Just in case anyone was wondering. People are keeping track of exactly the exact amount of achievements and such. And that will also allow our main character to go to level 70. And it's also given us a couple random quests. Some stuff for Dragon Isles that, you know, we're gonna not be able to do. We're just gonna maybe do a little bit of the talking in Stormwind. And then, yep, that's about it, really. Kinda just that. So here's our last craft. And no dice. So I will have to continue to look for tubes. What a fun day. Alrighty, here we are. I've got 6 more tubes. We got 1 skill to get. Let's see if we can get it. Here's our first craft. Not on the first one. 2 more bolts. I gotta go buy another heavy stock. I don't have enough moss I got for this 3rd craft. I'll have to go, I'll have to mail myself some if I don't get it here, which I won't. I know I won't. because engineering, well, I mean, professions in general have been, Ah! Oh, I got it. I'm sorry for doubting you, game. Thank you very much. That's 170. We're going to, I'm so sorry. That might have been really loud. But I mean, I today's been a day, and getting engineering done is a very nice way to actually bring my mood up. So this is a very good continuation of my day. But we're gonna go through everything real quick just to make sure. Iron bars, bronze bars, gold bars, iron bars, bronze bars, heavy blasting powder, bronze bars. Technically makeable, but we don't use medium leather for anything other than blacksmithing since we can't skin it. This is a contentious rule, I know, but if I don't have this rule in place, that means we will have to grind leatherworking to max in Elwynn, and I've estimated that that will take nearly 1,000,000 boar kills. So, yeah, that one just for leatherworking, not to mention how it could potentially affect other stuff. Like, because these are makeable, right? Because I can... Actually, they're not. They're not makeable. I lied to you. You need bronze bars. I can't even make these. I lied. I just straight up lied. That's my bad. But anyway. Ornate spyglass. Cannot get bronze gizmos. Those have to be crafted out of bronze. Moonsight rifle. Can't get bronze gizmos. Silver plated shotgun. Can't get silver bars. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Blue firework. Heavy leather. And heavy blasting powder. Neither is available. And that's that. Engineering is done. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. You all have a good one. Alrighty, here we are. We're gonna be doing a little bit of blacksmithing. Someone's playing Sylvanas' laminate? Isn't that a toy? Okay. I just got the music back on to record, so I didn't expect this, but yeah, so we're gonna be leveling our blacksmithing. I gathered 90 tiger's eye. Took quite a while, but this is the mats it requires to make 45 of the, where are they? Heavy copper broadsword, as you see. We're not going to be making them yet. We're going to be waiting all the way until we're at 160 blacksmithing, because this should be the only thing we can craft once we hit 160. So we have to get that high. We are not able to craft a bronze axe, so that's not going to help us. But that is something we'll have to worry about later. We're going to start with runed copper belts. If I remember correctly, these are the best things to make. Like I said, 160 is when we got to switch over to those swords. So we got to get all the way to 160 before we start actually spending the resources we spent forever to gather. I'm pretty sure there's like nothing we can learn that's going to be especially cheaper, but even going to help us get there any sooner. I'm pretty sure we're actually going to have to end up using quite a few shadow gems, if I remember correctly, along the way. So that's 130 is when the belts go green.
What's on your mind?
So that gives us bronze, 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 heavy. Yeah, we can't make any of that. So, can't make any of these, can't make those. Yeah, those. This is the one I was talking about, because I'm pretty sure everything else is green right now, other than, yeah, green, green, can't even make that anyway. Green, can't make, can make, but we want to save the tiger's eye, can't make anything else. Yeah, so we got to move over to the runed copper breastplates. Now, I don't know how high we got to take these, so we're going to make these grinding stones here for them. Well, I at least know I need to go to 160, but I don't know if we'll be making the runed copper breastplates. We have no use for shadow gems. We have 191 of them, so, I mean, it's not like they're... well, Sylvanas' laminate is over. Also, I hate that it pulled from my stack of 630. Not that it's going to matter, but Just it looked better when I had it all set up. But yeah, shadow gems, we have plenty of them. Not only did we get them from mining while going for Tiger's Eye, but also we get them from stockades. So we get a ton of them. So they're not an issue at all, for sure. So really, we want to, and to be fair, rough stone and copper at this point isn't an issue. I only smelted 1,600 copper bars for this, but I have another 5,200 in the bank. So wasting copper and such is not an issue. It's all about the gems. The leather's annoying because I don't have a ton of spare leather laying around. So I would have to go farm a lot more boars, and I don't want to do that. So, you know, it would be nice to not spend leather, but that's also not an issue because there's nothing to spend leather on. Like I said, everything else is green. See, this is already yellow, but it's not a problem. Like I said, it's going to be green when we get to it. Once we hit 160, it's already going to be green. But like that's just unfortunately that's just how this goes. Like there's no easy way to it. I said, okay, so this is already green. See, this is why I wasn't going to make a ton of these, because now belts are now the best way to go. Back to belts until this is gray. Yep. We're going to go through a lot of copper. That's for sure. I probably didn't smelt enough copper. Being realistic. I mean, just in crafting the swords, we need 630. So I smelted 1,000 to try and get us to that point, but we still got quite a lot of points to go. You know, we have 19 more points before we even can start crafting the swords. So, you know, just depends. We just have to pay attention, and as soon as we get those skill ups, be sure to move to the correct pieces. 144. Now I don't know when this goes gray, so it could go gray. We're right here at 145, which means we would go back to the breastplates until we get to 160, which would be a lot of crafts, that's for sure. I mean, look how many belts this is for 5 levels. We're getting pretty unlucky here. But I would rather, to be fair, I would rather have the unluckiness show up now rather than when we actually are crafting the swords. Because once we get to the swords, it's still green. That's good to know.
No.
Let's go ahead and train. Bronze, bronze, silver. We can't craft any of that. God. That's expensive. Don't have to make it though. Silver, bronze gauntlets, can't make those. We're quite a while still from plate. From being able to craft any like plate gear. So weapons is the only thing we actually have to like focus on for actual appearances. This is something that we haven't had to worry about in leatherworking at all, because or engineering. Though that will change eventually. There is stuff in engineering that we will eventually have to craft specifically just to have it, like toys, pets, and cosmetics even, I think, eventually. Yeah, actually I know of at least one cosmetic, the helmet. But blacksmithing is going to be a lot of appearances. That is actually going to be like in-game blacksmithing is actually going to be like something we have to constantly work on, while like in-game leatherworking is literally hit 300 and gather recipes. That's it. While blacksmithing, we will actually be doing a lot of crafting. So yeah, we already know we're going to need to smelt more copper. We're already down to the amount needed for just the sword crafting. And we've already flew through that, so we just keep crafting here. Just gotta keep crafting. We're finally gonna get 150 on a primary profession on this character though. We got it on engineering and we've got it on skinning, and leatherworking at this point. Yeah, we're 155 on leatherworking. We're like 235 or 230 on skinning. We're 168 on engineering currently. There it is, 150. Don't make any more of those. They are now gray. 150 blacksmithing. We have 25 more levels to go. Youch.
It's too far away.
Alright, so can't make either of those, that's for sure. So we know the rune copper breastplates still exist, and that's it. The broadswords are yellow, funny enough, still. I mean, that shows you why we have to go so far into this. These things are still yellow at 150. They're the only copper that goes this far. Like, look, the big bronze knife. This is actually kind of ridiculous. I feel like something got messed up here, because the big bronze knife requires pretty much the same mats, medium leather, tiger's eye, but it requires bronze, the next step up in materials, and it requires grinding stones as well. And then the broadsword requires the same stuff, slightly more of each, to be fair, but it is still yellow while this is green, and this will go gray before this does. Like, it just seems wrong to me. But I'm pretty sure the only thing we can make at this point is the broadswords and the runed copper breastplates. Yeah. So we can actually go ahead and start making these grinding stones. 20, or no, I guess we should do 10 at a time. I'm pretty confident you can get all the way to 160 with runed copper breastplates, but I've been known to be wrong in the past, so I will take it piecemeal here. It would be nice to get blacksmithing done. We are currently, at this time, sitting at 168 on engineering, as I said. So we need 2 more levels for it, which is, you know, not too bad. Got a level there. That's pretty nice. People are selling snakes. Get off my screen. Come on.
Making a special purchase?
Gotta keep track to see if I can ever buy more tubes, because that's what I'm limited on. Oh, I don't actually need an anvil for that. Do I need it for this? Yeah. So yeah, I do have to actually keep coming to the anvil to craft the actual pieces of armor. The one thing that is nice is that, unlike, oh, that was nice. Unlike leatherworking, where I had to grind for, like, we ran out of leather constantly with leatherworking, and I always had to go back and do more and more grinding. With this, it took so long to get all the tiger's eye, even compared to the light hides. The light hides come so much faster, so I even then still had quite a bit of leather from that point. So, I mean, I had quite a bit, but also could run out of leather, potentially, depending on how fast I got the hides. That was weird. But with the tiger's eye, it's going to be like impossible for me to run out of copper. Now, I say almost impossible, right? It is possible, don't get me wrong. Anything is possible. But I will say I will almost certainly run out of tiger's eye or leather, you know, before I run out of copper and rough stone. I mean, just the amount that I have. I mean, look, I've almost gained 40 skill levels. I'm working on the last one from 40. And I've spent maybe a sixth of my copper. So, you know, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy to think that we're not going to run out of copper. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Oh, this is definitely enjoyable, isn't it? Just bring back some like classic. Anyone doing like classic hardcore right now, and anyone trying to level blacksmithing during that? Let's bring back horrendous memories of the amount of like copper needed to level it up. And we're not even going to be able to get to the swords, are we, with the amount of copper I smelted? Okay, well there's your proof. Now we know for a fact we can get to 160 with the ruined copper breastplates. Yeah, I mean, even to put it in perspective, even if I did have insanely bad luck, which I'm already not having great luck, but like I said, spend all the bad luck here, I'm fine with it. But even if I had insanely bad luck, I would run out of shadow gems long before I ran out of copper. I have enough. The amount of shadow gems only lasts for 1,800-ish copper, so say 2,000 copper, and I have 3 times that, you know? So it's like, oh, back-to-back skill ups. That's pretty nice. Alrighty, we're getting close. We're getting close, but we have a little under 10 crafts available. So we're about like right on drop chance for the amount of copper I smelted to get us to 160. So that would be pretty funny. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Well, still could happen, huh? Still could happen. Anything's possible, so we'll see. We shall see. Okay, well, make the other one. Come on. Okay. Okay, one more skill up before we can start working on swords. We're looking pretty decent here. Pretty decent. Now, I will cut the video when I go to smelt more copper. Whether I make... I'll smelt since I'm 2 copper bars short, if I need to craft 1 more breastplate. Like if I don't get the skill up here on this one. Yeah, I didn't get it there. So I'll go ahead and smelt 2 copper because I'm 2 short. I can't do that. I have to leave it open. And then I'll make the stones, and we'll make the last breastplate, and then I have to smelt a bunch of copper. I'll probably smelt like 700 or something. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna smelt like 700 copper, and then we'll be back.
Great to meet you.
And once I have 700 copper smelted, and we will continue to craft, and we will see how far we can get. Alrighty, we got it all smelted, so we're gonna continue trying to get that last level up before the swords. See if we can't start these swords here. To see if we have to do some more mining before we can finish with blacksmithing. This is all fine. Like I said, I would rather use all of my bad luck right here trying to get to the ability to craft the swords, not when actually crafting them. So I would like to save as many skill ups as possible for when I'm actually making the swords. So the game wants to take out all my bad luck right now. I have no problem with that. Does not bother me. I have plenty of these. I have plenty of resources. I can craft these all day. Not a issue. What does this even look like? Can't see it, and I'm not bothered enough to actually check what it looks like. Getting into some interesting conversations there in trade chat, as they usually are. Everyone's got their opinions. And I'm not going to put people down one way or another There it is. 160. All I had to do was reassure World of Warcraft that I wasn't going to put any people down for their opinion. So that requires iron. That requires iron. Hit again. We knew we couldn't craft any of the new stuff. This gives us the ability. God, I've scrolled all the way down. We got to smith up to. We need, well, funny enough, 98 more copper bars to be able to smith this. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Alrighty. There we are. Got them all smelted. We can craft 45 heavy copper broadswords, and we actually this will be a new appearance. So we will actually gain one new thing, so that will be nice. And we have 15 skill levels we need to try and get. We got one already. That's a good start. 2 already. We're doing pretty good, but 3 already. Starting off good. The same thing happened with engineering. We got a bunch of skill ups right off the bat. Then we went into a bit of a dry streak, so, you know, we're going to just let it play out. We're going to see what we can get. This was a lot of mining around Elwynn to get this tiger's eye. There's our 4th skill up. So, you know, I spent a lot of time rooting around in copper veins trying to find these orange gems. There's our 5th skill up. That's a third of the way. So that's pretty good. At least we hit a third of it through all of it, you know. Same thing, you know, with our bronze tubes. These items are, you know, pretty annoying to get to, like get access to. So it is nice to see when you actually get a little bit of, you know, oh, there you go. There's our 6th skill up. You actually see some progress, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't just craft 30 swords and get like no skill ups. Like what happened when we there's our 7th skill up and our 8th back to back. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. 9th. There you go. Looking 10th. Okay, look at that. Bunch of skill ups right back to back. That's very nice. Very nice. So we only need 5 more skill ups. We have exactly 5 crafts. We're not going to get it here. We're not going to finish. That's unfortunate, but not that crazy. We've dealt with this with literally every other profession. And it looks like we're going to end it there. We got 10 skill ups. That means we need 5 more, which means on average we're going to need 15 crafts, which means I'm going to need to farm an additional 30 tiger's eye before we try this again. But on top of that, we do get the heavy copper broadsword appearance, which is this huge sword. We're also going to get 2 new blacksmithing patterns that we cannot use, but that is fine. We're going to sell all this, and with that we have 5 more levels in blacksmithing to go, so I have to get back on grinding tiger's eye throughout Elwynn. Let's go ahead and grab this Warren Hatchet appearance here. I grabbed this from killing a kobold while mining today.
What can I get for you
Grab
today?
that.
Watch your back.
And with that being said, we also have to get 30 more medium leather. So I need to see how much leather I have. I might be back to grinding boars, which would be,
Very well then.
you know, a step in a direction I didn't want to go down, but sometimes that's what it takes. But anyway, you all have a good one. That'd be nice if we could have that appearance. But y'all have a good one. I've got some mining to go do. Alrighty, here we are. I've grinded another 30 tiger's eye, so that allows us to make some more of these swords. We're gonna be making 10 at a time here. It's weak flux. Or 5 at a time, sorry. I have to make grinding stones for these. Alright. So we need 5 skill points. We got 15 crafts here. So there's 1. That's good. That's a good start. That helps a lot. There's 2. 2 in the first crafts. First few crafts is really nice. We're doing 3 crafts at a time now, which means we need to smelt 42 bars. Look at that. math. Get to flex my math skills and fumble. No doubtedly. Undoubtedly. English, don't have no skills in that. Don't have any skills in that. Whew. These sentences, huh? They are prime English. It's, yep. End of story, really. No matter what I do, my English will always fail. In every situation possible, too. But yeah, I mean, 2 skill points in the first 5 crafts. I mean, that's huge. That's, you compare that to some of our other grinds. I mean, that's it's a great start. This leaves us with 10 crafts, and we only need 3 skill points. I mean, that's we're above drop rate, you know, or drop rate, craft rate, whatever you want to call it. So that's it's a nice position to be in. We're very rarely ever in that situation, so it's pretty cool. If we don't get it, we do have to grind leather and tiger's eye. So oh, there's a third one. There you go, a third skill point. We need 2 more, and we have 7 crafts. So we're doing pretty good, dude. We're doing pretty good. I cannot complain about this. We're up to 20, not 278. No, 28. Yeah, I mean, I've worked on engineering a little bit. We're at and we're not nearly as lucky in engineering. Actually, that's a lie. Yeah, we just kind of front-loaded all our luck in engineering. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, because we got 80% of the way done with engineering. We got 66% of the way done on our initial crafts and blacksmithing. Something like that. So we kind of front loaded all our luck in there, but I don't know how I'm gonna mix these together. They're gonna be in the same video. I know that much. But I don't think I'm gonna go back and forth, back and forth. So I think you might get spoiled on the later half of the video at the beginning from either one. It's very possible. Apologies. Oh my goodness! 5 crafts with 1 skill point to go. Oh, let's get that repair in for good luck right there. Let's get that in there. Alrighty, 4 skill points already. Oh, that's so nice. This is really good. I'm glad I decided to grind these out. I grinded out how many did I grind out? Like 19 Tiger's Eye today? No, 16? 16. I think it was 16. 16 Tiger's Eye today. And it's a little bit, that's a lot of flying around Elwynn just mining. So I'm glad I did it though. I mean, this is incredible luck right here. I could smelt this more copper because all of my copper is going to go to bars. It's the only reason I would need copper ore is if I ever need a jewel crafter, then I need copper ore to prospect for gems. If I don't have enough shadow gems and malachite to speed through these levels, that's a whole future thing. That's not something to come up. It's like a non-issue pretty much. But yeah. So I could just go ahead and smelt like literally all of my copper because bronze bars require the bars, not the ore. So it's not like I even waste that when we unlock bronze. So, but I like to do it in these little increments. I like to show off exactly how much is used and not have excess to a degree. It's just the way my brain works. Just likes to be particular. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Alright, we got 2 more crafts, 1 more skill point. So, for I think pretty much the first time during this set of crafts, we're below drop rate. But that's not a problem. We've already done well exceeded expectations. I'm down to only having to farm 6 Tiger's Eye if this doesn't go well, which is like comparatively to farming 30 or like 16 in a day. Farming 6 is not bad at all. But we got one more craft. I mean, I will have to go get 6 medium leather, but that's not much anyway. And also, while killing the boars, I can get Tiger's Eye drops, so also not an issue. But I do really need to try and get this done as soon as possible. The copper, I mean, this one, not blacksmithing, not as importantly as, say, engineering, because as you see with the gold total, we're up to 78.8 there. We're getting quite close to finishing our daily grinds. Like, and once we finish the cooking daily and everything like that, I don't want anything. Okay, so 174. We didn't get it, but we're only 1 skill point away, so that's really good. That is really good. I have to get a couple more Tiger's Eye, but that won't be an issue. We'll be back on this shortly. But yeah, once I was saying, once I get to the point where the daily grinds are finished, like with the cooking awards, we're at 80 exactly right now. So, and with the gold and everything, I mean, like we're under 20. We're at like 20 days. I think cooking is 278. Yeah, so 22 days at most at this point for the dailies. And I really don't want to have blacksmithing or engineering or something else holding us back from leaving Elwynn because after the dailies finish, because I just didn't try hard enough. But at this point, it won't be. Both blacksmithing and engineering are almost done, and those are the last 2 things I have to do. So I just need to keep working on it. Y'all have a good one. Alrighty, we're back once again. I got 6 more Tiger's Eye, so that allows us to do 3 crafts. Whoops, I can't do that. I don't know why I thought I could, but yeah, that allows us to do 3 more sword crafts. Try and get that last skill point we need for blacksmithing. Look how close I am. Inching closer to level 60, by the way. Just right there. Just so close. But yeah. Just inching ever closer. So let's make our first one. Boom. Nothing. Okay. It's fine. Smelled another 14 bars. We got 2 more crafts. Oh, blacksmithing has been, like I said, blacksmithing's still been nice to us, so no matter what, no matter even if we don't get a skill point here, I can't complain. We've had quite good luck with it. Leatherworking was the one we really had decently bad luck in, I feel like. Yeah, I think that would be a true statement, but I'd have to look at everything again just to double check. Alright, last craft. Last craft of this batch. We, of course, will potentially not get the skill point and then need to go and farm some more Tiger's Eye. But 6 Tiger's Eye didn't take too long. I mean, it goes pretty quick. So, we'll be able to knock at least attempts out every now and then. So, but here we are. This is going to be our last craft. Do we get it? Nope. Alright. Nope, we didn't get it. Not this time. Gotta get back to Tiger's Eye. Have a good one. Alrighty, here we are. I've got enough Tiger's Eye here. Where is it? There it is. 6 Tiger's Eye. That's enough for 3 more swords, 3 more attempts at getting our final skill in blacksmithing here. Let's go ahead and start with our first one. No. Alrighty. Alrighty. Here we are. Let's go ahead and start smelting down for our next one. Oh yeah. I always forget that. You can't sell while crafting. It's kind of annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. Look at all this stuff we're going to have to get as soon as we unlock Cataclysm Zones. That's a lot of recipes. A lot of recipes. It's almost like professions have nearly infinite amounts of work needed to be put into them to finish them. Wow, who would have guessed? It's not a simple process to 100% a profession. It's almost like they've been in the game since the beginning, and here we are 19 years later, and all they've done is be iterated on. Yeah. You know, it makes sense when you word it like that, doesn't it? Anyways, this is our last craft. I didn't buy the weak flux. Oh, I had the fender up. Good lord. All over the place. All over the place. Here we are. See if we can get it. We got it! Oh man, that actually surprised me. I didn't think we would there. But yeah, so really quick, first off, since we're next to a bank. Okay, hold on. Train me? Nothing new. Nothing at 175. We don't get something till 180, and that's steel, so we know that's got nothing. Second, get these out of my inventory. Get these spider legs cooked and out of my inventory, just so I have a nice, pretty looking inventory here. I'd like it to be pretty. Alright. Boom. Alright, now to the bank. We already are at the blacksmith. Because I have all of my blacksmithing patterns that I never learned. Look at this. Look at all these blacksmithing patterns. Most of these are from stockades. Actually, all of these except this one. This one you buy from that vendor I was just talking to. It's on a timer. But the rest of these are all from stockades. Yeah. Some of these took. I think iridescent hammer. I think this one. One of these hammers. I got very late into running stockades, so I was very surprised about that. But so we have, what is this, 10 of them? Yeah. 10, we have a hardened iron short sword, silver bronze plate, silver bronze legs. We're not going to be able to make any of these at all. It's like the rest of the silver bronze set. The others you learn from the blacksmith, I'm pretty sure. Green iron boots and gauntlet. A couple hammers and a dagger. But all of these require either iron or bronze bars, so we're not going to be able to craft any of these. Not yet, at least, of course. So we will go through just to make sure. So we're on classic, 175. So the things that can give us levels, iron shield spikes. Yeah, you definitely can't make that. Cannot be applied items level 50, okay. Green iron helm, that requires iron, requires bronze and silver, iron, bronze, silver, pearls. We don't have access to iridescent pearls, I don't believe, because they come from higher level clams, which we can't have. We don't have access to here. Bronze, silver, iron, bronze, silver, iron, just bronze. Iron, bronze and silver, iron, bronze and silver, iron, iron, bronze, 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 bronze. And that's it. We got gold and silver keys. We can't make either. Oh, but with that, that means blacksmithing is done. Also, we got some appearances here. Might as well learn these. Dwarven Hatchet, this is from just World Drop in Elwynn, and then we got a Glimmering Cloak. This came from Stockades. The fact that still, to this day, we're at 89,000 gold, and we're still getting new appearances from Stockades. That just shows you, yet again, as I've said before, how insanely rare some of those items can feel. But with that, the only profession we have left to do is cooking. It's at 284. If I go to, I can actually use this. It shows Cataclysm. That looks... Wow, look how sad this looks. I haven't looked at this tree ever, but 7, 7, 10, 10, 1. Horrendous. But blacksmithing, mining, we can't do archaeology. Fishing is nice. 300 out of 300. All we got is cooking left. Oh, that feels good. You all have a good one. We're finishing. Within what about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, two more weeks. We're getting there. Have a good one.